needed it like.
Talk TV, and yes, I am back after a week without posting a video. But you know what? We're here, and we're gonna discuss this series between the Warriors versus the San Antonio Spurs, in which the Warriors win in 4-game sweep the San Antonio Spurs out of the gym. Now, when you look at this series, obviously people are gonna point to one thing, that the Spurs do have Kawhi Leonard and Tony Parker. Yes, but to be honest, guys, if they had Kawhi Leonard, Tony Parker, I'd say they're probably losing 6, maybe even 7, because even if they still had Kawhi Leonard, Tony Parker, they'll at least win 1 or 2 games. They'll probably kill the Warriors by like 25 or 30, just because that's what the Spurs could do. The Spurs are a very good basketball organization, but other than that, obviously, everybody knows the Warriors are the best team, and obviously that the Warriors they just have Kevin Durant. Basically, they just have Kevin Durant, a big addition. So let's talk about the Spurs, then we'll talk about the Warriors. So for the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard got injured in Game 1, which they were up 20 by 25. Now, if I'm the Spurs, yes, you'd have Kawhi Leonard, but you still got to win that game. You were up by 25 points. 25 points. How do you have a 25-point lead and you blew it? Like, even if you guys have Kawhi Leonard or Tony Parker, you still should, because you had a 25-point lead, you have to close out a game. Even you have a 25-point lead, a big margin of that. Now, you're not the only ones, because the Cavaliers did it, and the Warriors did it. But man, you got to close that out. You got to close that out. You're up by 25. You got to close that out. But you guys got swept. And there's one thing: no effort. Kawhi was out, but you at least got to get one. But I saw no effort whatsoever. Now all eyes was on LaMarcus Aldridge, obviously, because Kawhi Leonard was out. Aldridge had a bad series. He had a terrible series. I mean, Game 1 was decent. I mean, Game 1 wasn't good. It wasn't even great, because if Game 1 was good and great, the Spurs would have won that. But it was decent. Ever since that, he put up 8 points every single game. 8 points. Now, the Warriors double teamed him a lot. They double teamed him a lot. Because they double teamed him once. I think he either made a turnover or a missed shot. That worked. He started to double team some more. The thing with LaMarcus Aldridge is he's not a good passer at all. Because when you double team him, he'll 60-70% of the time he'll turn over the ball, because he's just not a good passer. I mean, what do you expect? He's a big man. I mean, I know big men can pass, but he's just not a good passer at all. He can't pass to his guards. He can't do anything with the ball. And to be the second best player, and to be a leader, if you're leading players out, to score 8 points every game is bad. That's just bad. And it's not like they had Dikembe Mutombo or Shaquille O'Neal on them. No, they have players like Draymond Green, which is a really good defender. He's Defensive Player of the Year in my opinion. And they had Patrick McCaw or Iguodala, Durant on them, so they should score on them pretty easily. But he didn't. Some could say he was off, but there's no you could be off every game. If you're off, you could be off one game, but there's no he could be off every single game. And you just gotta admit that you didn't play well, or maybe you did play well. It's just that no one else was stepping up. In my opinion, the whole Spurs team didn't step up. You wonder why Greg Popovich is always so mad. His team doesn't step up. Like Aldridge didn't step up. Patty Mills, where was Patty Mills? And I see a lot of people say that Patty Mills is a good point guard, good role player. I don't think so. I mean, Patty Mills is decent, but I I don't think he's good at all. I don't think he's good at all, and it obviously shows it. Danny Green, I don't know what happened to him. He was good for like a year or two, and I actually thought that Danny Green could be a really good shooter. He wasn't, and it started to show. Now, some could say he's getting old. I don't think he's not getting that old. It's just he's not a good shooter at all. Jonathan Simmons had an alright series, I guess. Game 1, game 2, he had great games, but game 3, game 4, he didn't step up at all. He actually, I haven't seen Jonathan Simmons in game 3, game 4. The guy did nothing at all. I think he just gave up or something. He can't beat the Warriors or something. And then I know David Lee got injured. Just like no one on the Spurs couldn't really step up. Like Pau Gasol couldn't step up. Just no one on the Spurs couldn't step up. And yeah, where do you go from here? The Spurs season, I would have called it a bust. Just because they got swept doesn't mean that this is a bust. Because obviously they didn't have Kawhi Leonard. They didn't have Tony Parker. David Lee got injured in game 3. They didn't have one of those guys. So this wasn't a bust for the Spurs. The Spurs are still a great team. They're the second best team in the league. They're not bad. They're a great team. Just that they came up short with injuries and a lot of missed shots. And Manu Ginobili, will this be his final game? I think it is, guys. I'm sorry, Spurs fans. I like Manu Ginobili. He had a great career. Has 5 championships. Manu Ginobili, or does he have 4? I don't know. I think he has 4 or 5. But Manu Ginobili just had a great career. It's just that he wished he could end his career with a ring. But it's hard to talk about the Warriors. Now let's talk about the Warriors, shall we? The winners and going to the finals for the 3rd consecutive straight time. They're gonna verse the winner of the Cavs or Celtics, which most likely Cavs. Wow, they sweep every single team in the playoffs. They went 12-0. Yeah. Some people say that the Warriors that have. Look, here's what I think about this 12-0. This is a great team. This is a great team. People are criticizing, they're disrespecting the Warriors because of how good they are and they have Kevin Durant. Guys, this is a good team. No one doesn't think that the Warriors are a good team. No one in the world thinks that this is a good team. This is a great team. They have Steph Curry, they have Kevin Durant, they have all-stars on this team. This is a great team. They have good coaching, good role players. This has everything, but yet people don't think this is a great team. This is a great team. They've been to the finals their consecutive time. They didn't win last year, but it doesn't matter. They're still a great team. Now, this series, the Warriors had a good series, such as Steph Curry and Kevin Durant had a great series. Draymond Green had a great series. Now, Klay Thompson, look, man, I like Klay Thompson. This is a guy who scored 37 points in a quarter. But a little thing of me tells me that he might not step up in the finals. He's not going to step up in the finals at all. He didn't step up in the finals last season or the year before that. This guy doesn't step up in the playoffs at all. And there should be no surprise. Now, I hear a lot of people, this is driving me crazy. This is getting so annoying. People are saying trade Klay. Why do you want to trade Klay? Just because he's not making any shots. He's a professional. He'll find his rhythm and he'll make his shots. But trade him? Are you serious? That's like asking the Cavs to trade Kyrie Irving. That's like the Spurs trading Kawhi Leonard. That's like the Celtics trading Isaiah Thomas. You can't trade him. This guy's a superstar. This guy's an all-star. And he's a most valuable piece. Without Klay Thompson, the Warriors probably wouldn't go to the finals. To be honest, I didn't think the Spurs like Kawhi Leonard would beat them, but the Warriors without Klay Thompson wouldn't go to the finals. And a lot of people are saying trade him. And it's kind of ridiculous to even think about doing that. And second of all, and I asked this question, who are you going to trade him to? A lot of people say the Celtics. for Avery Bradley, Jay Crowder. Man. Okay, let me ask you this question. Did Avery Bradley or Jay Crowder score 37 points in a game? Now, an argument could be made that they're probably more clutcher than Clay, but they never scored 37 points in a game. And in defensive-wise, I would have to go with Clay. I think Clay, Avery, and Jay, they're all great defenders. But at the end of the day, Clay just wins. And Avery Bradley, Jay Crowder don't win, in my opinion. Clay just wins, so it'll be ridiculous to even think to trade him. So anyways, I just want to get that out of the way. Just, I don't know why people even think of trading Clay. Just dummies. But anyways, Warriors, going to third consecutive finals. Is there any more to say? I think everybody expected this. Before Game 1, when the Warriors versus the Spurs, I hear a lot of people saying that the Spurs could beat the Warriors and jumping on the bandwagon. Well, especially jumping on the bandwagon, they got swept. They're not good. Sarcasm, guys. But anyway, so the Warriors advanced to the finals. Not shocking. But people still say that this isn't a great team and trade Clay and stuff, which is ridiculous. But do I think the Warriors are going to win the championship? Yes. I think the Warriors are going to win the championship. I think the Warriors and the Cavs will verse in the finals, and the Warriors would win. I don't know how many games are they win. For now, I'll say 5. For now, I'll say 5. And if you want to know why I live in 5, go watch my playoff predictions I made a month and a half ago. Go check that out and you'll see why. But other than that, I think that's the end of the video. Congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. Spurs, you tried. There's really a lot of free agents on the Spurs. I hear a lot of people saying that Chris Paul to the Spurs or Kyle Lowry to the Spurs. I hear a lot of people saying that a lot of people are going to the Spurs. I hear Kevin Durant might go to the Spurs. I really don't think that's going to happen. Kevin Durant's not going to go to the Spurs, guys. Relax. But we'll see. The Spurs going to the offseason is going to be interesting. Last year was interesting, starting Gasol and Tim Duncan retiring, but this season is going to be interesting as well. So that's all, guys. Comment down below what you think about this series. Who do you have? Do you have the Warriors winning the championship? And what do you think of the Spurs going to the offseason? And yeah, it's been Sports Talk TV, and I'm out. Peace.